Did you ever think about your relationship with food? Why you eat, when you eat, and how much you eat? For many of us, the answers to these questions are more complex than hunger and nourishment. Let's take a moment to explore how our relationship with food is shaped and how hypnotherapy can help us regain control. For a lot of people, their relationship with food began in childhood, shaped by well-meaning parents and caregivers. You might have often heard sentences like, "Finish your plate," "There are starving children in Africa," or "Don't waste food. We worked hard to afford this meal." Perhaps your parents decided how much food you needed and insisted you eat every bite, whether you were full or not. These experiences teach us early on to eat based on external factors rather than listening to our own bodies. Instead of recognizing when we're truly hungry or full, we grow up thinking that food should never be wasted or left behind. Over time, this disconnection from our internal signals becomes normal. As we grow older, our relationship with food becomes even more complicated. Food isn't just fuel. It becomes a source of comfort, distraction, or even control. When you're stressed, anxious, or sad, do you find yourself reaching for sweets or chips? Food becomes a substitute for processing emotions. You might also find yourself eating simply because it's lunchtime or because you're sitting in front of the TV, eating out of routine rather than need. There are times when guilt plays a role, like when you miscalculate how much food you've served yourself or overorder at a restaurant. Instead of stopping when you're full, you think, "I'd better finish this. I don't want to waste it." Some people even self-sabotage, thinking, "If I lose weight, I'll get too much attention," or "being desirable feels like a burden." Overeating, in this case, becomes a way to feel less visible or attractive. These patterns often stick with us for years, quietly influencing our behaviors. Eating out of guilt, habit, or unresolved emotions can lead to overeating, weight gain, and frustration. And worse, many of us don't even realize we're doing it. We're caught in cycles of dieting and guilt because we're addressing the symptoms, not the root causes. Of course, there can be other imbalances in the body causing weight issues, like hormonal or metabolic conditions, and it's important to address those with the appropriate medical care. However, common behavioral and emotional patterns related to food are areas where hypnotherapy can be a helpful tool. Hypnotherapy works with your subconscious mind, where these deeply rooted habits and beliefs live. During a session, you enter a deeply relaxed state. It's not sleep or mind control. You're fully aware but more open to suggestion. This allows the therapist to bypass the critical, analytical part of your mind and work directly with your subconscious. The hypnotherapist will work with you to explore and reframe those early messages about food. For example, "I have to finish my plate" can be replaced with "It's okay to stop eating when I'm full," or "I eat to feel better" can become "I process my emotions in healthier ways." This process can help you tune back into your body's natural signals of hunger and fullness. Instead of relying on external cues, you'll start listening to your body's needs. By addressing the root causes of emotional eating or self-sabotage, it builds healthier coping mechanisms. You'll learn to recognize when you're eating for reasons other than hunger and make more conscious choices. Imagine what it would feel like to have a peaceful, balanced relationship with food. No more guilt after meals. No more mindless snacking. Just you, feeling in control and confident in your choices. This process requires commitment and self-awareness. But for many people, it's the key to unlocking a healthier relationship with food and achieving long-term weight management. If you've recognized yourself in any of these examples, know that you're not alone. Our relationship with food is complex, but with the right support, it's possible to transform it.